Welcome back to another episode of...
Right on. We're keeping this.
For now, we're fixing. Welcome back to another episode of Uprooted, Dimwits of the Dimwood. We would absolutely love it if you would like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check that bell so you never miss an episode. That's Derek's favorite part. While you do that, I'm going to read a couple comments from last week's episode right now. Comment number 1. The new Bitsy icon just hammers home the concept that there is a single orb-shaped brain cell powering that death machine of a mouse. Quote number 2, pulled this one from Rich, that was his favorite. Scenes from an Italian restaurant, Furry Joel's latest hit. He messaged us and said, why didn't I think of that?
I'm so mad I didn't think of that.
Quote number 3.
It's my favorite Billy Joel song.
I love how this went from cute woodland creatures exploring as friends to anarchists planning assassinations with a very confused and very intrigued chicken lawyer. And number 4, the fact that they kept going on character with the voting and their answers is so cute and hilarious. We're professionals. So in the meantime, make sure you leave a comment below and maybe next week yours will be picked. If you'd like to support the stream, we got a few different ways you can do that. You can become a channel member right here on YouTube. Check out our merch shop. Got a lot of great stuff over there. Become a patron over on Patreon. It's the only place that you can watch Shroud Over Saltmarsh and our new Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay campaign. And lastly, go to thecrookedmoon.com to pre-order your copy of The Crooked Moon today. Thank you.
How the gentle wind beckons through the leaves as autumn colors fall. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty nice. My scarecrow's looking pretty nice.
Hey Gary, what's going on, man?
I'm just getting into the autumn spirit by making my very own genuine scarecrow.
Oh, that scene was beautiful. I heard it from all the way in the other room.
Oh, I didn't know any was in earshot.
I did know. What are you working on here?
Oh, I got my very own pumpkin-headed scarecrow. It's gonna ward off all them mean old crows that are around.
Yeah, well, it's a perfect time for that. It's finally October. And what better way to spend the spooky month than diving into the pinnacle of dark fantasy role-playing? It's Grim Hollow!
Did you say Grim Hollow? I feel grim and hollow every day of my life.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of years.
That's right, our friends over at Ghostfire are releasing Grim Hollow Transformed. It's a total refresh of Grim Hollow with the updated new rules for D&D 2024.
So that means we can play Grim Hollow for the next decade.
That's right.
If I survive the next decade, it's been a rough couple of years.
In this campaign, they're offering 2 massive books. In the Player's Guide, you can find the Heritage Trait System. It allows you to customize your species with over 100 different options. They've got a new Monster Hunter class, which is an intelligence-based martial class with 3 new subclasses.
Monster Hunter? I can't wait to grind endlessly for little reward. Maybe that's a little scathing.
We can always just edit that one out. And it's coming with 4 subclasses. We're talking the Devourer, the Carver, the Trapper, and the Occultist.
I'm gonna devour some Halloween candy, carve some pumpkins, and track down some awesome costume deals at the local Spirit Halloween.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta ask you, how do you feel about candy corn?
You know what? I think it gets a lot of hate.
I'm with you, Gary. I'm with you.
Thank you. I knew you had a lick of sense about you, if only there was one.
But that's not all. There's over 40 dark fantasy subclasses that include remakes and improvements on the original 24 Grim Hollow subclasses, plus new ones like the Oath of Slaughter Paladin and the Sanguine Thief. Your characters can even undergo dark transformations, making you like the foes you face.
Just like the dark transformation my ex-wife went under after we got married.
Oh yeah, but these grant you great powers at a terrible cost.
Like half of all my assets and future earnings.
Oh, at least half.
And the kids, I can't say that. I can't say that.
That's too far. The campaign guide features everything you need to run your game in the world of Etheris. We're talking rules for grounding your game in dark fantasy, because choices matter. All sorts of unique diseases and curses, plus over 100 unique magic items to find as you explore. So, what do you think, Gary? It's time!
Wow!
What a deal! Normally for my dark fantasies, I gotta pay $5 a minute.
Oh, no. The campaign is live right now. You don't want to delay.
Live out your dark fantasies now, not at $5 a minute.
I just don't know.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Put it in there. Editor's note, put this in there. Put it in, keep it in. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward, editor. Put it in.
So don't delay. Check out the link below and go back Grim Hollow transformed.
Have a merry, grim, and hollow autumn season.
I can't wait. We got a whole month of this. Okay, besides candy corn, what's your favorite candy?
Of course, the objective best candy, Mounds.
I thought you were going to say something like Almond Joys.
That's way too fancy.
I see.
An almond? What are you, crazy? It's just gotta be Mounds.
Look, there's a good chance that we're going to be like talking about this later. How about costumes? You think about costumes for later in the month?
I'm gonna get the best Halloween costume you ever ding dong seen.
And just to clarify, this is not your costume, right? This is like an everyday thing?
What, a wizard with a hat and robes with stars on them? Is that a Halloween costume, Andy? Preposterous.
I'm just asking.
Idiot, are you kidding me? This is a work uniform.
Okay, all right.
This is a work uniform.
Okay.
Not a Halloween
I'm
costume.
sorry.
Gosh.
This, We Are Legends of Evantris, this is Uprooted, and Quasimodo ridiculous.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I like that
That's
one.
very good.
That's good.
Last time, I genuinely have no idea what happened. You guys had talked to...
We started off in an Italian restaurant.
I took notes. Hold on.
Talking to the Don.
The Don Gino Gabagool.
And he told us all about what we needed to do, which was potentially assassinate an eerie judge.
An eerie judge / magistrate. Yeah.
And he also told us that if we did, we would get to go to his relatives.
His grandson's christening.
Thank you. I knew it was some sort of a family event. I couldn't remember what family member it was, but it was a christening of some kind, and that we would eventually get to meet Quasimodo, who is an individual who tells the future through macaroni art.
Macaroni art, soothsayer.
Macaroni art.
Yeah.
And also told us all about Night Here's different levels and about how we go through at least 27, and this guy's only at level 8.
Yeah.
And that's partially responsible because of the shape of macaroni. I won't explain. I will not explain.
It was right at the top of your trophy shelf of all the funniest jokes you've ever made. Holy shit, that's fucking funny.
We agreed to murder this guy, and then we went back to our rooms.
Hootie Nathaniel Blowfish the owl.
That's right.
Nice.
Hootie
Nathaniel the Blowfish.
The Blowfish.
Yeah, Hootie
who is an owl.
He's an owl, not a blowfish, because there are no fish people, just followers of Night Here.
Exactly right.
And then we all said goodnight to each other, and that was comical and cute. Then the next day, we split up, and Booker ran to go find his dad and tell him that we needed to leave the clearing. Grumly and Bitsy took advantage of Booker's Night Here membership card to get free breakfast at the casino / hotel. Peggy, I don't know what you were doing at that time. Were you?
I was going with
you. You were with me. Okay, so we were both trying to get Beauregard to follow us.
We also had all the voting. Did we talk about the voting?
Well, we're not there yet.
Oh.
Then we decided what we were gonna. We
split up
after that.
before we got to Beauregard, and then we did.
I thought we voted after.
No, we
voted before.
The reason why you went to Beauregard was because we voted together.
Okay, we voted before we split up.
So I'm going to remake the last
in the
episode
hotel
to
room.
Scenes from an Italian restaurant.
I love that. You can do that. You're able to do that.
I'm going to do it.
We voted several times because we managed to make it several ties between 5 people with an odd number of votes.
I don't know how we did that.
We comically tied twice.
Yeah, and then we decided to run.
That's right.
And we didn't really know where we were running, except for
We voted on it. We're going to
we
go to
voted on that
Pottsville.
as well.
That's right.
Pottsmouth.
And we decided to go back to
Pottsville.
Pottsville,
Pottsville.
I like
Pottsmouth is
Pottsmith
something
better.
else.
which is where you're from. Bitsy's from Pottsville.
Well, I ran away from Pottsville.
So we're going back. But we also know that we can't go through Nookington because it's Erie controlled, right?
No, we
said we need to go through the woods.
We have 2 options that we have
You
to
have 2
discuss.
options, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to figure out how we're getting there.
Yeah.
But we decided that we were going to run and try to leave Beauregard in Pottsville, which I hate. Andy personally hates, and will probably attempt to try to get Beauregard killed at every turn. Because dragging an NPC along is a D&D party's worst nightmare. So it'll only be a matter of time before Night here eats him.
You want Bitsy to just...
Andy wouldn't hate it. Booker will be in pieces, but Andy will be like, "Thank God that's over." And we're about to
that's true. We're gonna walk because Peggy has asthma.
Well, you asked if we could walk, but we didn't say we would walk.
Is there any other means of transportation?
Horses.
We take the
We
river.
could take horses.
We can't take the river anymore because of the otters.
Can we take horses?
We're screwed.
We could go down through to Sticker Brush and meet up with the Woodland Alliance.
That's like a really long way around.
Is there like a
We're
really
going
long
all the way
toboggan
around.
ride that we could do?
Well, we voted Sticker Brush versus Pottsville, and we voted on Pottsville.
Right,
But like,
right.
if we wanted
Hollywood
to,
came very close.
Hollywood does come very close.
We need a new map.
Oh, for these guys.
Yeah.
No, like if we were going to go to Hollywood. We'd
Oh,
need a
yeah.
map.
Oh, no,
The
yeah.
Hall.
I
yeah,
still
we
want to
can't
go
get
to...
there. We can't
what,
get there.
Drake's Mouth?
Drakesmith.
Drakesmith.
Drake's Mouth.
And then go west. It'll be like sailing west in Game of Thrones.
That was
Into Nightmare.
that was Booker's
That's
whole
where the
thing in
Hollywood
the
was
first
west of
season we did.
Westeros.
Now all I can hear is Toby Keith.
That was like Booker's whole thing was Wanderlust and seeing what was west of
I love
where
that.
we are.
I think that's cool.
He wanted to hop on a boat and get on out.
And that's why you guys got a submarine.
That's right.
That's right.
Ooh.
Peggy invented a submarine.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers. For Root RPG.
Where did we leave it off though? Like, where was everybody?
Yeah, what was the actual cliffhanger?
The cliffhanger
We went
was
to-
you were in the apartment with your dad.
Yeah, he said he was going to get ready. He was like,
He said
getting ready.
he was gonna come meet you in an hour.
The
Yes.
cliffhanger was I had upper deckered the
Yes.
the desk,
yeah.
and then we sprinted out.
Oh, that's right.
And Ledoux is like screaming into
That's
the
right.
That's right.
into the sky.
So we
You
should
mean
say,
like
pull the
this.
map one more time.
Pull up the map one.
Oh, the map. Sorry.
We should say that we're meeting him on the west side of the clearing.
over here.
Yeah, and so that we can make our way either into the woods
Or
or
just
through
in
the woods into the
Nookington.
path onto Nookington.
Okay.
Okay.
Dunions.
You are leaving Jean-Claude and Grumley. You hear the yelling and screaming of Louis Ledoux as he wants to kill the accountant, as he wants to kill Jean-Luc Chanteclair. And you make your way into the town, leaving the hungry catfish behind you. You walk through the streets, and you realize just how many. This is predominantly a fox clearing, but you see a great number of otters now hyper aware, given your decisions. Just how many employees and members of the Riverfolk Company and the crime family at the head of it there are. And not just that, you also see the buildings in the treetops where the birds of every clearing live, but just how many heavily armed Erie soldiers there are in this place. And you make your way into the town. Booker, Bitsy, and Peggy, you are leaving the...
Bitsy's with me.
Oh, Bitsy, so
We're
Bitsy's
right-
with you guys. Peggy and Booker, you are leaving
so. Sure.
Beauregard.
Yeah,
Bitsy
Bitsy and I eat breakfast together.
Oh yeah. So Peggy and Booker, you are leaving as Beauregard allegedly is packing his things and is going to meet you in the hour.
Yeah.
And you are walking through the streets. You start heading west in the direction that you told him to meet. We'll just say that you told him to meet somewhere.
Yeah, the edge of the
narratively, we'll decide. You guys decide where you meet him, and that's where he'll
Yeah,
be.
the edge of the clearing.
And eventually, you all run into each other. You guys had been heading back to Beauregard's apartment, and filled with breakfast. I guess Jean-Claude is not filled. Empty to breakfast. Jean-Claude.
Made plenty of room.
What do you all do as you see each other ahead of your plan? You are also now hyper aware of just how many otters and Erie soldiers there are around.
Well, hi. What's Jean-Claude? You look like you lost weight.
Oh, I say, I think I laid a dozen eggs in there. Possibly a baker's dozen.
Wait, you can do that? You can lay eggs?
No, it was a euphemism.
Oh, I see. All right.
And where did you lay eggs at?
Well, I'm right in Ledoux's desk.
Nice! I knew I liked you.
Oh, his upper desk. I mean, you should have heard him yelling for Jean-Luc.
I wish I could have been there. I would have chipped in a little.
Oh, it was great. Well, I appreciate that. It was great. Oh, I got to change my disguise. I take off my glasses. Back to Jean-Claude.
So-
Never felt so good.
So what do you think? You sold it? You think that he's going to go after your brother?
Oh, Jean-Luc doesn't last the night, I don't think.
Oh, well, look, he's racking up enemies. He's got Knight here as an enemy. Now he's got this Ledoux fella as an enemy. We just got to keep tacking on a few more. And then your brother's toast.
He doesn't even know that we've done set him up. So
I
I think...
Should we fake our own deaths?
Should we fake our own deaths?
Well, yeah, because I have asthma, so we can't run. We got to walk out of here. And so I'm really concerned that once they realize that we've left and we're heading to wherever it is we're going, that they're going to send people running after us. And I don't know if you're aware of how running versus walking works, but they'll catch us and then we'll die. And so I'm thinking maybe if we fake our own deaths.
We just got to be faster than the slowest member of us, actually.
I don't know. It's hard to fake your own death. You have to find people that look like you, and then you have to kill them so you have a body to leave behind. And then you have to find a replacement for that person.
Couldn't we just leave some fake blood around and like a ransom note?
All enticing theories, but somebody remind me, are we actually in trouble for anything?
Well, we're about to break it. We kissed the rings of that Italian man.
Well, exactly right, but presumably we have several days to make good on the assassination. We could just walk out of here without being stopped and say that we're doing reconnaissance.
Yeah, but we're not even going in the direction of the place that the guy we're supposed to kill is going to be, so they're probably going to know immediately, well, that's not the direction. They're probably running away.
No.
Walking away, I should say.
I don't think they would dare send anyone after us, because wherever we're going to go next, it's ruled by the cats, and they'll protect us. So, I feel very comfortable leaving without having to murder 5 people, mainly finding a mouse, a rooster, a frog, a pug, and a raccoon.
Yeah.
Having to kill them all.
The cats and mice get along famously.
I mean, we could always just go back to where we were and I could suggest to someone that they saw us all die.
Hey, you!
What?
Oh, okay.
Do you think...
Who are you?
My name is Pendleton Woodsmith.
What do you do in this town?
I don't know. I'm good.
Oh, me? I'm just the cobbler.
Yeah.
Old Pendleton's.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, Cobbler Pendleton. You connected to this town in some meaningful way?
Oh, I'm just the beloved cobbler. Everyone who needs new shoes comes to me for their cobbler.
Okay, hold on a second. King George, and you're gonna see a fly come out, and King George is gonna start spinning around in a circle like a hypnotizing pattern as I begin to suggest to the cobbler. I suggest that you believe that you saw all of us brutally murdered by,
Why are you looking at me? Don't look at me, look at Booker!
who's like the mortal enemy of the Italians?
Well, why don't you just say Stash and Piz?
Okay, we were...
Oh, wait, what about the servants of night here?
Well, no, because they were in line with
We're
their
kind of working for them right now.
I was gonna give this back to you, but maybe...
Oh, no.
I know.
I knew that. I was going to do a whole bit about it. You burned up early.
I suggest...
You can still do the bit, I mean...
I suggest to you that you saw a band of cats. Right? Because we just talked about cats.
Why would they be here?
No, we haven't had to worry about the
No.
monkeys out
Look
in
at
a
the
long
fly.
time.
Look at the fly. Stop looking at the mouse. Look at the fly.
He's just standing there.
I'm just standing here. I'm listening to what you're saying.
All right. I'm gonna say...
It's not like it's suddenly... You didn't flash you with the Men in Black thing.
Well, I'm about to flash you with something. If you don't look at the damn fly, all right? Focus.
Well, that's a
Come here.
handsome fly.
Yeah, that's King George. Now look at him. If you stop looking, you're gonna die. You fall over dead. It's how magic works or something, all right? I suggest to you that you saw all 5 of us pulled into the wilderness, pulled into the sky, dead, limp, on bird talons.
By cat assassins.
Bird talons.
Bird cat assassins?
Cat bird.
You don't listen to anything they say. You listen to what I say. You understand? And I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
He was very nervous.
Wow.
I'm just a cobbler. Can you hand me my dice bag, Rich?
I suggest to take a long walk up a short pier.
So I am
That's not
suggesting to him that his
Try it.
hoping to distract him and hypnotize him by King George.
What's the DC?
Not very good. Wisdom 15.
Oh, Pendleton.
And so what he will
Pendleton Westman.
what he will believe
For an hour.
for the next 8 hours is that he saw us bloodied and broken as we were carried away
He's not
by
gonna run into dawn until 2 days later.
by the Erie.
He'll tell people.
Okay.
That's enough time. That's enough time.
Oh! So that's what you're saying? You believe that?
Yeah, that's what he believes.
Oh, thank God you guys are okay!
Thank you.
I saw you guys as you pulled into the sky and killed me!
Wow, that's interesting. I would not have thought that would work.
Were there bird talons?
God damn it, I completely forgot. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to try this again.
Oh, thank God I just met you!
guys were dead.
You were strangers! I thought you was dead!
Okay.
It's a miracle!
Look at the fly again. Look at the fly again.
It's wow! I swear, you guys got horribly killed.
Yeah, and when we walk away from you, you're gonna see us die all over again. I'm gonna cast my last spell
What is
slot.
it? 15.
15. That's fucking good.
That's so funny.
That is so good.
Even Bitsy saw that coming. Holy
I didn't.
shit.
I got a 13. What's the what do you say to him?
When we walk away from him, he will believe and tell anyone that he can find that he saw the 5 of us killed and carried off by the Erie.
A second time.
A second time.
Yeah, because we were okay.
Because we escaped.
No way!
Harrowing escape.
He warned us not to go, and
Heroic.
we walked away
Truly.
injured, and then we were snatched
We've just
up.
final destination this guy. He's just having horrible.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! A bunch of people. He turns around immediately and runs. Oh my God! A whole bunch of people I didn't know died.
But he'd be like, lock this guy out.
That was perfect. Let's go.
We gotta go.
Yeah, no, I think that'll work. Well, don't run. We gotta walk. I gotta
Little orphan Terry, you don't understand!
Quick, into the woods. Into the
They
woods.
got
Into the
killed!
woods. We can decide if we take the road or not. If we get in the woods first, get in the woods.
Oh, we should have waited for your dad to show up before we did all this.
Five people, but not the beloved town gambler! Beauregard T. Raccoon!
He's supposed to be in 5 minutes, too.
We can't wait for him, Booker. We gotta go.
Go in the woods. Just get in the woods. We gotta get out of here.
You hear, oh, Beauregard, your son, he looked just like you, was terribly killed! Oh!
No.
Oh, Booker was killed by the Erie! Oh, no! As you hear shouting and screaming as you run off into the woods,
Look, I feel like that
Make a
worked out
stealth check.
perfectly.
make a stealth check, group stealth check.
I'm sure I don't have any dice.
Probably.
Oh, group
boy.
stealth check.
That's not very good.
8.
I think I have +9.
Sorry, mate.
All good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess we need character sheets.
Yeah.
I have that. I just didn't have a
You
die.
play.
I got an 11.
For stealth?
14.
16.
Ooh, only a 13. My stealth's not very good.
14, 16,
8.
8,
13.
13. Okay. You all make your way running through as you hear the shouts of what the fuck was his name?
Pendleton?
Pendleton Wismith,
Pendleton Wismith,
the beloved town
the
cobbler.
beloved town cobbler. What kind of animal was he?
He made the best pies.
He was a
That's very funny.
squirrel.
He was a squirrel.
Yeah.
He was a squirrel who he loved working
He
shoes.
loves goblin.
He looked very tired after working a bunch of personal jobs for Director Ferret Weezo. And so
Didn't that Rush theme on it?
yeah, he was exhausted, and so he's very easily suggestible. Just like they do at cults, where they get you very tired
Sure.
in order to be very suggestible.
Sure.
Jesus.
As you bolt through the town, you hear shouting of Pendleton. And it doesn't take you long. All you know that the riverboat, the Hungry Catfish, is to the west side of the clearing, but you know that there's a huge swath of kind of the more marshy, swampy area to the north before you reach the river that is fully forested and wooded. And it doesn't take you very long. It just takes you probably a good 10, 15 minutes until you make your way into the tree line as the clearing of Muckbed Creek disappears behind you and you hear the running of the river directly north of you. What do you all do?
I turn to Grumman and I say, hey, were you able to get breakfast? Work out? Can I get my card back?
Oh, hold on. And I'll
you
reach
didn't
into
lose
my
it, did you?
I'll reach into my like tabard, and I'll pull out like a little like crushed styrofoam plate with like a little Danish. I got some for you too if you were hungry.
Grumley, thanks, buddy. You're always thinking about your old pal Booker.
It worked great.
Thank you.
Honestly, it's a pretty good deal. Free breakfast for 5 hours. I mean, which hotel does that anymore?
I gotta be honest, I didn't think it was gonna work. I just got this card and just realized I was a member the other day. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, it's incredible. If we ever make it back, we could, get up early at like 6 a.m. and just be down there for 5 hours straight
Well,
until
who's to say it
11.
doesn't work at other establishments? We gotta remember we have this thing, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh my God, keep it secret.
Yeah, just let me know. Just remind me, all right? I might forget.
All right,
Thanks
all
for the Danish. I appreciate it. Oh, this is fantastic. I eat it like the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh yeah.
Danish cheese.
That's
and
just
frosting.
canonically how y'all eat. That's right.
That's right. Well, you really bungled that one. Now what?
Are we just gonna leave your dad back there?
I mean, the best we can do is sit here and wait and see if he finds us. If we go back out into the clearing, they're gonna know we're not dead.
Yeah, I unfortunately cannot become invisible because it's quite cold.
It's a little chilly.
We can try to get his attention, but I don't want to step back into the
Do you
clearing.
think
That's
that your dad was
suicide.
that guy who makes desserts?
Probably. He's beloved. I've known him since I was a wee little lad. He makes the best cobblers because he cobbles. That's what he does. He's the cobbler.
Oh, I thought he made the cobbled stones all over the ground.
Common misconception.
Oh. So what he makes, he bakes?
Yes, he's a baker, a cobbler, makes cobbler. That's what does what it says on the tin. He's
Okay.
beloved.
Oh, that's what a cobbler
That
does.
man would never lie to anyone.
I
Why?
can go for some cobbler
I-
right now. I'm running on empty.
Why was his house full of shoes?
Don't ask.
That's a question I don't think we want to dive into. That's
Oh, the
look,
dark and
what a man
sordid-
does in
sordid
the
past of the
privacy of his
cobbler
own
maker.
home. I don't want to know anything about that.
Does he need to hang him in the windows? That's creepy.
The shoes?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me. Is that normal?
He collected the souls of at least hundreds of people.
That's very funny.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh. Is that a reference to something?
The souls of the
soul of the
shoes
shoe.
of at least 100 people.
Oh, that is very funny.
So now what do we do? We try to flag my old man down, or we move on? And he's toast. He's gonna be fish food.
I have to
this
say,
is-
at this point, we could have just left.
This is the
That's what I'm
problem.
saying. We're right back at square
We
one.
could have gotten into none of the hijinks we got.
We could have skipped this whole clearing. We've undone days of storytelling.
I mean, we were going to rob the place.
That's right.
And then we got the books. and then we upper decked the desk, and then we did the clever maneuvering around faking our deaths, and all to get your dad out of gambling debt. And now he thinks you're dead.
I never wanted this for any of us.
Well,
Can you just like communicate with him somehow?
Maybe you can scamper back to the edge of the woods.
Oh,
And is there some kind of like bird call that only you and your dad would know? Or
I
like,
can send King George to sting him, but I don't know if that's going to help in any way outside of the fact that it will hurt
No,
significantly.
let's go with the bird call thing. That's absolutely a thing. Yeah, we absolutely have a secret bird call that we've known for the last
oh, really?
30 years. Absolutely. I don't know how you knew
That
that.
was a Hail Mary, frankly. I mean,
Well done. Well done. All right, I'm going to scamper back to the edge of the clearing and see if I can keep an eye out for my father and then use the bird call that we only know, the two of us, together.
I know what it is.
Should we set up some kind of protection just in case someone who's not your dad is like, what's that, and comes to investigate?
That literally can't happen. There's literally only two people on the planet that know this bird call, and it's me and my father.
Wow.
so they'll just think it's a woodland bird.
Yeah, this plan is foolproof.
Well, but we did just convince the cobbler maker that we were carried off by the Erie, so the sounds of bird calls coming out of the forest, you don't...
This is a made-up bird call. Nobody's ever heard this bird before.
I could spill grease on the ground if you want. I mean,
don't know.
summon grease from the ether.
I don't know how that'll help, but
that way
I thought it was too cold.
Yeah, it's too cold for me to go invisible.
Can flies can sting?
Yeah, it's a sex thing.
Is that true?
Haven't you ever been on the beach and these gigantic fucking horseflies land on your leg and they just sting the shit out of you? And you're like, I'm trying to read my goddamn book, you piece of garbage. And you keep swatting them away, but they come back and they sting you over and over again. They're fucking on your legs.
Well, I always thought they were biting my flesh, not stinging me.
Yeah,
Well-
they're biting. They need the blood for sex stuff.
Oh, I thought that was just penetration because they were fucking on your legs.
No. No,
Are
they
you
take,
sure?
they
Hey,
take
can
it
you
back.
hold on? How do you keep having hair so much
I don't know.
all over your waddle
And
all
my
the time?
giblets.
Go, Booker, go.
All right, I'm going. I'm going to sneak back to the edge of the clearing
Okay.
and see if I can find my father frantically looking for where we told him to meet us.
You get back to the clearing and you peer through, and you don't even need to roll a perception check.
Wonderful.
As you hear, you see two figures. You see a squirrel gentleman and a raccoon gentleman about the same age, kind of arm in arm, crying. As you hear Beauregard saying, "Oh, Booker, he was dead. Oh, let's go to the Bill Bund track to gamble on Sorrows Away, Pendleton. Yeah, what I saw, it was really gruesome, I think.
The moment that
I thought that they were okay.
the moment that I hear this happening, I will hunker down and prepare to do the bird call that my father and I have practiced many, many times. And he knows this bird call to mean that there is danger and that he should find the source of the call and stop what he's doing and make it, no matter what he's doing, to make an excuse to escape and find the source of the call.
Okay.
We've rehearsed this many, many times.
Okay. Does he know that it's supposed to be secret?
He knows it's a secret bird call. Yes, he knows it's a secret bird call.
Unless.
That's a great question. What you choose to do with that information is up to you.
Oh, the secret bird call.
He would know.
There it is.
He would know it's a secret bird call. And it means stop what you're doing.
No one but I
Make
remember.
an
No one but
excuse.
I remember.
Find the source of the call. He would know.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
You hear, "Oh, we'll have to use, oh, thank you for the flask. Oh,
From the edge of the clearing here.
Pendleton, you've always been a good friend." Make a performance check at advantage.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was just gonna be, Dad!
Hey, Dad! Actually, the +7, I got a 22.
Oh.
You see 22. It's so convincing. You see, it takes a while, but as you see a recognition, a light on his face, I'm going to make an intelligence check
Oh boy.
for Beauregard. His eyes
I pity the fool.
light up. Oh my god! Oh! We don't have to go to the track anymore, Pendleton! My boy's alive! He and presumably all of his friends are alive! Oh, I gotta go! You can't follow me, but go gamble in my stead! Put a big one on! I can't believe that I got married and got stuck in a loveless relationship! Put it all on that one! That was always a good pill bug! I gotta go, Pendleton! Oh, joyous day! And you hear a loud rattling as your father starts hustling in your direction. As he goes, "Coo-coo-coo! Coo-coo-coo!
I say to myself, yes, that's the response. You heard me.
As you see that he has an enormous sack filled with stuff that's bigger than the bag in Booker's original art, if you recall.
That's very funny.
As
a big bag.
you hear rattling of just a bunch of junk. As he is, oh, oh, my boy is alive! He and his friends! Oh, you little orphan, what day is it? Oh, it's the equivalent of Wednesday! Oh, what a day! He tries to cook his heels together in a job and he falls on his face. Oh, fuck! Oh, okay, I'm coming!
Once he gets to me.
I'm coming! And he finally bursts through. You see the large sack of stuff that he has.
Oh, Dad, you heard the call.
Oh, I knew I taught you well, son!
I heard the response. You were able to get away? You made up an excuse?
Oh, yeah! I told good Pendleton the good news. Oh, I'm glad we're okay. I'm
Okay,
glad you're
good.
Okay,
Great.
I thought that the Erie arrested you on account of all of the terrorism you got mixed up in.
Well, they tried to, but we had a really good attorney. He got us off.
I heard on the local news that they're going to execute a whole bunch of people about it. The leader of the rebels, and then the accomplices.
Good,
that
good.
guy. Oh God.
That bastard Nestor's gonna get what's coming to
Ned.
him.
Oh.
Anyway,
Big Ned.
what did you bring? Why do you have all this stuff?
Oh, I brought all my stuff that I need if I'm going to be spending a while away from my bachelor pad.
Why does it smell so heavily of mac and cheese?
Well, come on, we gotta get back to the rest of the gang.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you sure you need all that? Are you gonna be able to carry that?
Yeah, I mean, it's got my lava lamp.
We might be traveling through the woods. Like, it's kind of dangerous.
It's got my stack of magazines.
Okay, that doesn't seem really like a need. It's like more of a want.
It's got a bunch of blue box. That's the good stuff.
Well, I mean, food is reasonable to bring. Do you know the difference between needs and wants? Like, we should only bring the things we need.
Booker, what did I teach you?
A bird call or two.
If there's something in this world that you want, you need it.
Okay. All right, Dad.
That's been my philosophy that I have lived by. Beauregard T. Raccoon has
right.
lived by his whole life.
Keep your voice
and
down.
it worked out for me okay.
Dad, keep your voice down. Come on.
All right.
Come on. Let's get back to the rest of the gang. Just keep your voice down.
Oh, let's go.
I don't know if it's gonna work out, Dad. I don't know about this bag of stuff here. Let's meet with the rest of the gang, and maybe we can maybe you can leave a lot of that behind.
No, there's hiding all this stuff. Look,
I don't know about that.
I need it.
Okay.
Let's go meet your friends.
All
I
right.
thought they all died. You should have heard Pendleton. He said it was gruesome.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's the story we're sticking to. I mean, that's the good thing.
Oh gosh, I can't believe that you were almost snatched up on account of the charges of terrorism.
Well, it's all in the past now. We're gonna move on. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna start over, and we're gonna be fine. You just gotta stay away from the otters. You gotta stay away from the Erie. All right, you gotta just lay low in Marquis 8 controlled territory. It'll be all right.
Oh gosh. Gosh, I haven't been to Pottsville in a long time. Oh, it's terrible there. Oh God, is it much farther? I'm exhausted.
We made it it's been 10 feet, Dad. We gotta go miles and miles and miles.
Oh gosh, well, You think they got like a cheap motel on the way so we can at least be comfortable on the road?
No, the closest clearing is Nookington.
Oh, we're going through the woods?
Probably. We gotta talk to the rest of the gang.
Okay, lead the way.
All right. Here we go.
You're right, it does smell like mac and cheese.
You hear the rustling of junk as you arrive, as you see Booker and his dad join you.
All right, guys.
And
We got him. We got him. He's a little encumbered, though.
He's sweating profusely.
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
Wow,
He
your
won't-
dad's got a big sack.
He won't give up his stuff. He just won't get rid of it. I try to convince him. He says he needs a lava lamp and he needs all the magazines, and I just don't understand.
He's got a lava
Probably
lamp?
talk some sense into him.
As soon as he arrives, there's actually a tree with like a low branch that looks a little sharp. It catches into the sack. As he gets ripped into it, as all of his junk spills out. Oh no! All of my stuff! He falls onto his knees and he tries to, like, mac and cheese boxes are torn open.
Well, that
Magazines are everywhere.
We could have eaten that with good food. Ah, bummer. All right.
Oh!
You don't need all this stuff, Dad. You don't need all this.
Squirrel.
That's very funny. I would have said play Foxy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. Come on, you don't need even half this. Look, and plus, look, the bag is torn, it's destroyed, it's ruined. Just leave all this.
Oh, but my lava lamp!
They don't need a lava lamp.
Oh, my magazines!
You don't need. We can get you new magazines.
Oh, they're not gonna have the good stuff in Pottsville, I know it.
But it's gonna be okay, Mr. T. Raccoon, because you'll be alive with your son.
Well, for a little bit. We gotta keep moving.
Who needs the magazines and the lava lamps and the strip joint and the gambling and the bachelor pad and
the drugs
and the drugs and Skinamax and that weird bead cutting that you had between
And general
your kitchen.
freedom.
Yeah, so who needs any of that when you have family?
I mean, to be fair, Grumley, that's how a lot of families are made.
What do you mean? Through mac and cheese and strip joints?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's gonna be great. We get to settle down, enjoy the simple life. Bitsy can introduce us to all of her brothers and sisters. It's gonna be a wonderful time.
I want to be clear. I'm not putting down roots. I'm gonna keep moving.
Yeah, it's probably better if we stay uprooted.
Beauregard has put on novelty plastic shades. Oh, fine, you're right, it's all junk.
That's all right. We'll get you settled. We'll get you new stuff. It'll be fine.
What, are you just gonna leave your dad in the clearing?
Yeah, that was the plan all along. I was very open about that from the very beginning.
So we're gonna...
I didn't come back to Muckbed to hang out with my dad. I mean, it's nice to see him, but I got my own life to live. I got my own freedom to achieve. I got places to go and people to see and things to do. Places to play the banjo. I gotta get a new banjo, by the way.
I guess we didn't really choose to go to Muckbed. That's just sort of the way the current of the river took us.
That's right. I followed it just like the music that I hear as I waltz down the street. It's where it took me, and the music will take me somewhere else.
And none of us knew how to sail that catamaran, so we just sort of drifted.
Oh, we were sailing on a catamaran?
Yeah.
All the perverts were on the underlevel of a catamaran?
Yeah, yes, I think that's correct. Is this Nikki talking?
Yeah. I was picturing more of a galleon of sorts.
You're right, Booker. You know what? I don't need any of that stuff. It's a good thing that my life got uprooted.
Oh, this is going to be a thing now. Okay, here we go.
Tonight, two and a half squirrels on UPN. To the bottom. You're right. It's just the two of us and your friends. On an adventure, it's like reclaiming the adventure of my youth when I too used to be a little bit of a vagabond.
No, stop. No, that's not how this is working. We're relocating you to Pottsville. We're gonna get you a nice place to stay. You're gonna stay out of trouble, and then I'm gonna move on with my life.
Well,
I'll come back and visit.
that's right. I wasn't saying that you were gonna stay and we were gonna hang out and be buds for a while. I mean, you don't need your old man. Your old man taught you everything he already knows.
Oh, okay, Dad. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Why don't we start walking and we can talk about this maybe as we get closer to Pottsville?
Yeah,
We
you're
got
right.
a long way to go, a lot of miles to get before
Yeah,
we
you're
sleep.
right. You're right, son.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
And we're gonna leave all that stuff in the woods, right? It's in the middle of the
we're
woods.
just gonna leave it. It's
I'm
fine.
bringing the lava lamp.
With any luck, it'll look like he got mugged, and maybe they'll think he's dead too.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, should we find something to kill and smear its blood all over it so that it looks like we were murdered in the woods?
Why don't we
You
just
know,
run?
yeah, I think we should just get a move on here. I think we should,
I'd rather not have to
road again.
If you're
kill
sure.
something.
Yeah, here we go. Just can't wait to be on
I mean,
the road
I'm fine
again.
with slicing through from my palm to my elbow and
Oh
squeezing
my.
out a bit of juice just to make sure that our cover's made.
I'm not sure that's necessary, but we're not going to stop you.
As long as we're not doing anything over the next week that I'm going to need both hands for, then I think we'll be fine. I can pull out a dagger.
No. So I'll walk up to you and I'll grab the dagger. I'll take the knife.
You sure?
Yeah, look, Peggy, you're seeming slightly more unhinged than normal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I
I
don't
did
know.
have some strange dreams, but we don't need to get into that.
I don't know if you're coming down from the drugs or
What
if
drugs?
it's just a high level of stress.
What drugs? I don't have any drugs.
Oh, you didn't have any drugs earlier?
No, I had a deviled egg yesterday. No, not one of you.
There was drugs from the deviled eggs.
What? No, there wasn't. They were just deviled eggs.
No, I could tell. It was just fucking full of LSD.
I think I would know if I had consumed I'm brandishing the blade around. I think I would have known if I was consuming LSD. All right?
Why don't you put the knife away? And we're just gonna have a lovely, jaunty walk through the woods.
Yeah, well, don't forget that I have asthma. That's all I'm saying.
And to be honest with you, after the events of the morning, I'm not exactly sure where the heck we stand in this town. I don't think there's anything you could add to the situation that would clarify in the slightest.
I just feel that adding a little blood to this situation wouldn't be a negative. But if you were squeamish about death,
I'm a little squeamish about death, if I'm being honest. Remember that time it was either Booker or Bitsy stabbed me in the kidneys to get some blood?
It was me. I stabbed you a bunch.
To smear all over like either that cat guy or maybe me.
It's a miracle you survived that. I mean, a punctured kidney, that doesn't really heal up well.
I know.
Surgery doesn't even take care of that.
that's why you have two of them.
I guess. Holy moly.
No, but he stabbed both of them.
It's not the first time you suggested stabbing yourself to solve a problem you've been faced with.
It's a recurring theme.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a dog.
worse.
He's got like 9 kidneys.
Whoa.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the only explanation for why you survived. Quite frankly.
So we need to decide, are we going to Nookington or are we going to go through the woods?
Nah, it's faster to go through the woods, but it's safer to go through Nookington. Unless we're worried we're going to get ratted out and sent back.
Why don't we pull up the map? So you can take the woods to Nookington, and so the question is then, do you want to take the road, or do you want to just cut across the main road from Drakesmith to Nookington and just take the woods?
So do we
the
go
whole time?
this way or do we go this way?
Yeah.
Around Nookington.
What's the problem? Is there an issue with Nookington?
I don't think so. We know that it's not Erie controlled, correct? Or do we know that that one is Erie controlled?
We believe it's controlled by the cats.
But we won't know for sure until we get there.
right.
Because
But you've not been.
things shift. We have not been yet.
Well, if we go through Nookington, we can go say hi to Hazel and her entire extended family. And, see how they're doing after the double funeral.
Yeah, we could. I'm feeling a little introverted. So I'm not sure I'm up for big family gatherings, and with the old coot back here, I think we got enough family for one
double
lifetime.
funeral?
That's what we heard. Yeah, it's not looking good.
You think there's any single aunts in that family? After a funeral, everybody's always
Yeah,
looking
we
to
should.
get
We should take the
We
woods.
should keep Beauregard
should
away from them.
absolutely
We're gonna go with the
woods.
woods.
Take
We're going
the
to the
woods.
We should
Go
go
to
to
the woods.
a double funeral.
Dad,
Oh,
Dad.
baby!
Knock it off, Dad. That's creepy. Don't be a weirdo. Okay.
Okay, I'm saying, if there's anyone single, any single.
No, you're being a
Ants?
creep. You're being a creepy guy. You're being
Okay,
creepy.
whoa!
Okay.
I'm just standing here collecting my mac and cheese.
Oh, that came out of the.
Settle down,
policy.
all right?
Okay.
It's a current year, Dad. Settle down. Calm down. You're being a creep.
Whoa, gosh, times have changed. You can't just say that you want to go to a funeral and hit on some grieving ants these days. Gosh,
No,
you can't say nothing these days.
You can't. That's right. You can't.
Whoa!
God, I'm so embarrassed.
Whoa, fine.
We're going through the woods, but everybody's got to, keep their guard up. Pay attention where we're going. It's, this isn't going to be a cakewalk here.
It's gonna be a forest walk.
That's right, and a dangerous one at that.
It is?
Yes.
Why?
All sorts of things lurk in the forest.
I miss the lava lamp.
I'm sure the lava lamp misses you too. Can we get a move on, please?
Well, should we pick up at least the boxes of mac and cheese?
I mean,
I could carry one or
it
two.
would be
hold
food. I can pick up a couple. but
Okay,
I think we
well,
need water to make these like
oh,
actual
God.
meals.
The
Yeah,
box
but we
is
need
split
water,
open.
and then we also need some kind of milk.
We definitely don't have that.
We could
Do
just.
cows exist in this world?
That's a
I've
great
met a
question.
few cows.
Well,
They're
wait,
nice fellas.
Oh God.
Most of us get our milk from almonds. You just squeeze the teats and then.
Ooh,
almond teats.
Yeah.
almond teats.
I've never been one to know much about milk and almonds. That's
Well.
for sure.
You can get a lot of milk out
You
of
learn
just a
something new every
handful
day.
of teats.
Wow.
Isn't there like a river to the south? We could get water there, and then we can make mac and cheese after we milk some almonds.
We
or
definitely
cows.
don't want to go out of the way. We want to stay away from the rivers. We got to be careful of the
So
otters.
it's dangerous through Nookington, it's dangerous through the woods, and it's dangerous next to the river?
It's dangerous everywhere.
You know you need to
we
cross
live
the
in the
river.
Dimwood.
Well, then let's just fucking go to Nookington. He can get laid. We can meet a lady
No,
named Nikki
no, I do not want to
Reeves
go down that side plot. That's horrific. I don't want to do anything about that.
I liked that joke, Derek.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Shit.
Well, fine. I'll make a new satchel out of my old bag. All this stuff.
And just make sure you only bring the mac and cheese, all right?
Oh, my little bobble-headed dancing ocelot.
Is that Ocelot wearing a hula skirt? What the hell is this?
Oh gosh, fine. I'll leave her too.
What's an ocelot?
It's a mythical cryptid.
Yeah, they got
I'm
these
really into
little
cryptids.
hands.
They got little hands.
Oh.
That's how she's able to hold that ukulele.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a little sloth-looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little sloth monkey. He's got hands. It's a famous cryptid. There might be. I used to come out into these woods looking for the ocelot. I had a bunch of buddies that I used to be in a cryptid enjoyer and researcher group. We never found trace of the ocelot, but I know that she exists.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, we'll keep looking. We'll find him eventually.
You know about the ocelot?
They got little hands.
They got little hands.
That's the ocelot lost a little, you
They
know?
walk around and everyone says that it's just a critter in an ocelot costume. That's not true at all.
Who would do that?
Are
That
you
doesn't make any
suggesting that
sense.
there's an ocelot and an ocelittle, like a major and minor?
No, that's just how the mythos goes.
Oh.
It's about it.
Excuse
They're
me.
off the little hands and they're off the little bodies.
I see. I see.
Oh, they have big bodies.
Oh, you wouldn't
Even
like
though they have little hands?
That's right.
Whoa.
The better to sneak into your window at night and steal your teeth. And then put them underneath your pillow.
And these creatures live out here in the woods?
Yes.
Well, it's just one
There
of
have been
them.
plenty of sightings.
So, just so
I've never had to travel through the woods before.
just so
with
I'm
creatures
following.
that steal your
You're saying
teeth.
they steal your teeth, they put them under your own pillow, so you find them in the morning.
Yeah, you wake up
wake
without
to
any
your own-
teeth.
you
They're
wake
all
up to your
underneath your
own.
pillow,
Like
yeah.
a gross little bag with human teeth
That's-
and maybe a removed
not-
tongue.
I don't know what a human is, but yeah, sure.
What kind of message are they trying to send you?
Don't just watch out.
Wait, and you're saying there's a wild ocelot on the loose?
You said that the ocelot removes your tongue?
That's what I thought they
They
said.
do, yeah.
Oh my god, so the ocelot's that cobbler guy from town. He had hundreds of people's tongues all up in that house.
Oh shit.
We gotta leave. We
I
should
don't
go right
believe
now.
it.
We gotta go
Old
back and kill
Pendleton?
Pendleton.
No, he's like
He's good people.
he's a nice guy. I don't.
No, he
He's a
had
nice
souls
guy.
and tongues in there.
That seems like a hard
There's
thing to
no
measure.
way. There's no way, old Pendleton.
He has to at least be in league with the ocelot if he's got that many tongues. Where else is he gonna get them from?
We'd have to go. Pendleton the cobbler could never be defeated.
That's very funny. Okay.
Everyone, I've had enough shoe and foot puns for now. Can we proceed?
I'm trying. I'm trying to get us moving here.
Yeah, let's shake a leg.
Okay. Now we just gotta figure out a way to cross the river north.
How many feet do you think it is until we get to the river?
I don't know. I've never been a mathematician.
Do we have to cross the river?
Thousands.
No, we have to just go north.
Or does the
No, we don't
Dimwood
have to
use
cross
the
anything.
metric
We can just
system?
go. We just go.
We could cross
Or are we
north and then cross it again.
Dad, have you been drinking?
Oh no, you're right. It's directly south.
No,
of us.
sorry,
Yeah.
that's just me.
Okay, well, I have done a little roughing it in my youth, and I spent time in these woods looking for the fabled ocelot. Never found it. Hold on here. Gosh, so these boxes are all just filled with loose macaroni.
Yeah, it's weird how they do that. Isn't
Yeah,
it weird?
there's a little hole. There's been a hole in my bag the whole time,
Actually,
too.
speaking of which,
Hold on.
what say you if Quasimodo can tell the future with macaroni? Why couldn't one of us?
I don't know where you're going with this, but there's absolutely nothing stopping you from trying.
Well, didn't the Don say that he was born with the gift of soothsaying?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't really believe it.
I'm the creator of the universe and magic.
Oh, that's
Bitsy
true. That's a good
is
point.
unhinged and taps into elder evils that not even I can comprehend.
I'm hinged.
You're hutched. You're unhutched, actually.
Unhutched. Yeah, I haven't seen my hutch in a long time. I hope everything that was living inside of it is still alive when we get back.
What?
You left things living inside
Yeah, you
your
didn't
hutch?
tell us that there was
No, you
something
didn't
living in
say
there.
that.
Well, it's just like, I mean, yeah,
You wouldn't tell us what was in the hutch.
well, I told you enough. The secrets of the universe.
And apparently living things that are no longer living.
Well, like, I might have had like a lily in there and no one's watered it and it could be dead.
Oh, you know this one time I was gifted for my birthday a little succulent? You know, succulents, they exist in the desert. You don't have to water them. They're basically just invincible. Well, I had it for a couple of years, and I was telling my friend, well, thank you so much for giving me that fake succulent, because I kill every plant I come into contact with. And they said, what do you mean? Actually, this was Hazel, by the way. They said, what do you mean? That was a real succulent I gave you. I said, oh, shit. And I started watering it. Within a month, it was dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The moral of the story is, yeah.
So it's like Schrodinger's succulent. As long as you believe it's
Schrodinger?
fake, it lives.
Yeah,
But
I
as soon
had
as
it
you
for 2
believe it's
years.
alive, it dies.
I had it for 2 years before I found out it was alive and killed it.
I'm sorry about your succulent.
No, it's all right. Anyway,
We should get going.
no, about the macaroni though. Do you think we should just throw it on the ground and see if it tells us something?
What did Booker say? I think the way he put it was great. You certainly welcome to try.
Good job.
Something
You-
like
no,
that.
you nailed it. You got it.
Okay.
We could drop macaroni every few feet and then we'd have a trail back in case we had to get out.
I don't think we want anything trailing towards us either, though.
Yeah, the ocelot could find us. Good idea. Don't do what I just said.
You know what? I think that's fair. Let's not leave anything out of the ground.
We have to clean all this shit up. I don't know how to clean up a lava lamp. It's all gooey.
We're in the woods. Just leave it.
Just leave it.
It'll be fine.
Again, it's just gonna look like someone got mugged. We're fine.
This is gonna be a long trip in the
Oh
woods,
yeah.
huh?
Very long.
I hope in a few hundred feet we run into a cheap motel.
Yeah, you and me both, sister.
I'm not sure that's gonna happen, but we can always hope. We can always hope.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll be fine. Look,
It's noon.
both me and my dad, we were critter scouts. Okay, that's how I learned. That's how we learned how to
We
start
were
fires.
fuzz scouts.
That's right, Fuzz Scouts. He achieved the rank of bearded dragon.
Oh, wow.
It's the top highest Fuzz Scout you can be.
Bearded dragon.
That's right. I only attained the rank of blue-footed booby. I was hoping to finish one day, but it just kind of got away from me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I've got wilderness survival.
Yeah.
All up here in the noggin.
Fuzz
It's all
Scouts.
still there.
Good old Fuzz Scouts. That's how we start fires. We'll be fine in just a couple nights of roughing it.
Wow, I'm
lead
so
the
glad
way.
we brought your dad. I didn't know he was so handy and capable.
Well, and in my pack, I have a hammock.
A what?
To sleep in a hammock.
I don't know what you're saying.
You know, one of those rope beds.
Rope beds.
Bed
Yeah,
made
you
of
string it from
ropes?
one tree to the next, so while we're out here, if we're gonna be roughing it, we can just sleep in a hammock.
A hammock?
Mhm.
I'll have to make me one of them.
No, I don't think you could unless you were an incredibly talented rope smith and you're just a pug.
Well, my inventory says right here I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
That's not gonna be enough to make a full-blown hammock.
Well, 50 feet? You know how long 50 feet is? That's pretty
Yeah, and
substantial.
I pick up my realistic human foot. You would take 50 of these and put one right after the other, and that's how long it would be.
That's a long rope.
Yeah, but once you start tying it together into knots and it wouldn't work.
Are your feet the actual equivalent size of a foot?
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are gigantic feet for such a small little frog.
Oh, well, thank
you
you,
walk
John
anywhere?
Claude. Aren't you so
I
nice?
mean, your balance is impressive. Your central gravity's got to be.
I mean, I don't want to take credit for them. My mommy gave them to me. but
Nobody can
thank
push you over. Is all I'm
That's
saying.
true. That's
Planted
true.
in the ground like a tree.
If Pendleton is the ocelot, he's going to take you first.
I mean, it's all right if you want to admire them. They are quite the spectacle.
I have a water skin and a tinderbox and 1 day of rations and a pen with a bee on it and a notepad and a mess kit and a dart and a bedroll and a spelling bee winner blue ribbon.
Oh, actually, I took this spelling bee blue ribbon.
You did? You took it from me?
Yeah, when you were sleeping.
Oh, I'll just remove it from my inventory. Move to Peggy.
Yeah, but I gave you something in return.
Oh, what'd you give me?
A rusty knife. There's some questionable stains on it, but I figure with some cleaning up, it should be just fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, leave it to me to lead us through these woods.
Oh, of course, Mr. T. Raccoon. We're right behind you.
Like Book said, we were Fuzz Scouts. I made it to Bearded Dragon. I taught little Booker everything he knows. So, okay, if there's moss growing on this side, then we gotta go this way, I think.
All right, this way.
No, west is that way. Dad, west is that way.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'm
He's
in the
still
lead,
warming
though.
up. He's still warming up, right?
Don't worry, I'm warming up. Okay.
It'll all come back to you.
Okay, I got my satchel of macaroni. Goodbye. Hula Ocelot.
Kulasala.
Maybe this is good for character development for me. Surely nothing can go wrong in these woods.
Well, there's a lot that can go wrong in the woods, Dad. That's why we're being careful, all right?
All right. Okay. Let's go. And he leads you. I need everyone to make a survival check
Uh-oh.
to see how we do. And what you do is you do a full day's travel from about noon to
Oh,
when
not
you
bad.
can,
Not
till
bad.
sunset.
I got an 18.
18.
What's the prompt?
15.
What is it?
Survival.
Just
You're
a.
going through the woods.
Oh.
So how are you trying to assist in going through the woods?
I would be trying to not full on scout ahead, but use my hearing and my perception, my heightened senses to make sure there isn't trouble coming the way we're going and not leading everyone into danger.
Okay.
I got an 8. So I every time we will pass underneath a branch without hitting it, I make that observation.
Oh, we're going right under that one.
I got a 9, so I occasionally have a or an asthma attack and slow us down for 15 to 20 minutes.
Got it. Jean-Claude and Grumley.
I got a 12,
Okay.
and I don't think I've ever traveled through the woods before
Oh, no.
camping. So very, very frequently I'd be asking for stops so we could take a brief sit down, and I could massage my bunions that are rapidly growing.
Roughly every time Becky has an asthma attack.
yeah, exactly right.
I rolled a 16, and I think it's a +2, so 18.
Nice.
18.
18, yeah.
Okay.
A woodsman.
Woodsman.
I'm gonna roll with Beauregard.
Woodsman.
He actually surprisingly starts to get it, and with Grumley sniffing around, with Booker's experience being a fuzz scout and his dad, the stumbling of the other three allows you to actually make a fairly direct path towards Nookington.
We're going around.
Yeah,
We're going around.
we're going around.
I guess towards the northwest.
Yep.
Keeping away, so going through the heart of the forest.
Basically, like equidistant between the river and the clearing.
Yeah, and so you know when
The deepest, darkest parts.
the deepest, darkest part of the forest.
Yeah.
You know that these woods are
With no access to
that
water.
While the edges of the forests are used for hunting of the creatures in the woods and for foraging, the deepest, darkest parts of the forest are avoided by all denizens of the Dimwood because the stability that was brought by the Marquisat and by building the roads and cutting the path through the forest to allow for much safer travel. It's not been done here, and the things that lurk here have not dealt with civilization, in many cases, many years, if ever. As the sun goes down, as darkness falls, it being autumn, the sun sets quite early, and you know that it is foolishness to try to continue onward while it's dark. You eventually make a camp, and the fire is crackling as it feels very eerie to be in the heart of the wood. You know that if you had been able to just cut straight to Nookington, go along the road, you might have risked perhaps being spotted by soldiers of the Erie or the Marquisat on the border, but you wouldn't have to face the creatures of the wood. But now, as you make your way into the heart of this woodland, you start to hear the snapping of branches, things fluttering overhead, creatures lurking around, chirping of strange insectoid larynxes. As you never see what's in these woods, but you hear that this wood is alive and you are not alone. The fire is crackling. What do you all do?
Hey, you all right?
Isn't it so fun?
Yeah,
Oh, a campfire!
it's gonna be all right.
When was the last time we've camped under the... I guess we can't really see any stars, but, out in the wilderness. I feel like it's been clearing to clearing this whole series.
Hey, it's been all right. We've done it before. We'll do it again. We've survived every time.
It's like the old days.
It's like the old days.
But we've deep and dark in the forest, and I don't know if we've ever been this deep and dark in the forest before.
We have. We've been through some rough stuff, and we're tough.
We're tough, and you and your dad, you're wilderness experts, so you'll keep us safe.
Expert's a little bit strong, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll be all right.
You've been through these parts of the forest before.
Maybe not these particular parts of the forest, but yes, we've spent nights in the woods. We've traversed so many deep, dark areas. It's been fine.
Well, that's good to know. I don't scare easy, but I have to admit to a certain amount of unsettlement with these here woods here.
Well, and I'll be honest with you too. When we did it before, I was a different person. I was a lot more murderous, more willing to stab somebody with a dagger. Now I'm a lot more of a banjo guy, so we'll see how things shake out.
Yeah, you would much rather jump on someone and try and snap the neck.
That's right. Which you missed that too. Didn't go so well.
Oh, you told me the story of the bare hand trying to snap the neck. That's how we met him.
It'd have been different if you'd have seen it.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you would have had secondhand embarrassment.
Well, I've got a nice pot of macaroni cooking.
Oh, yum, dinner.
Where did you get the water?
Well,
Well, I scooped it up when we passed that stream.
Oh, that
You
was
always
fun.
gotta scoop. Whenever you pass a creek or a stream, you gotta make sure you refill your water.
Did you boil the water first?
And I'm boiling it now.
Before you put the mac and cheese in there?
It'll be fine. It'll all cook out.
Don't anybody eat the mac and cheese.
It'll all cook out.
Do not eat the mac and
Why
cheese.
not?
Because if you don't boil the water first, it's not going to be good.
But-
It's going to look like Mr. Ledoux's desk.
I could have sworn we're already out of mac and cheese. How much did we eat?
What do you mean?
I had a day's worth of mac and cheese in this bag.
We haven't eaten any mac and cheese.
Hold on. Oh, there's a hole in my bag.
Oh,
What do you mean, Dad?
we lost all the macaroni.
You
This
have
is
got
it.
to be the worst bag maker I've ever met.
Well, the branch eviscerated it.
Another branch that already happened. We did that already. It happened
Well,
twice.
you try salvaging your ruined bag, huh? I'm making you mac and cheese, and this is how you repay me?
Don't
Well, I'm
worry.
just making an observation. As your son tells it, you're making dysentery cheese.
That's right. That's right.
Well, at least
Oh, the lawyer's right.
dysentery cheese. Yeah, I always hear about dysentery in the ranks of the Gabagool crime family. I don't care about no dysentery.
That's pretty funny. I got a ration though. I got a day's worth of ration. We can all split. I've had it since you found me right outside of Pottsville.
I've got a ration on my lower back.
What is
Bitsy,
it?
are you all right? What's that face?
Nothing.
Can we share it?
What is that? Ah. God.
Nothing. It's nothing. Well, I don't have a ration anymore. I forgot. I ate it.
So we don't have any food, is what we're saying. We got no food.
This is the last pot of mac and cheese. I don't know where the rest of it went.
Oh, we're not eating that either. It's got dysentery or giardia or something.
There's no more food. We have to eat it or we'll starve.
You're gonna be starving a lot worse once you eat that and you just shit all your guts out.
Why would I shit my guts out?
Because you didn't clean the water before you made the mac and cheese.
Or if you were trying to frame your brother to be killed.
What if we tried?
Dysentery, giardia, all those things, those are serious illnesses.
Is there anything out here to hunt?
I mean, I'm not really much of a hunter. That's definitely not my expertise.
Well, and in the dead of night, I can't see five feet past my face.
Especially since I've been staring into this fire. We're all practically night blind.
Oh my god. Have you ever heard of the dark forest theory?
What? No. What is that?
Oh god. Booker, we're in a dark forest right now, aren't we?
Okay, yeah, we are.
So what that means is, when you're in a dark forest, and you make a fire, then everyone else in the forest can see you.
Oh, no.
And we can't see anyone.
Oh, you're right. I'm completely blind if I turn around.
And the theory purports that our intentions are unknown to any outside observers.
Okay, I'm following.
And it would be in their best interests to kill us without asking questions for their own safety.
That does put us in a little bit of a pickle.
Oh, God.
Well, I can always set up my alarm.
Oh, you could. Oh, could you please?
You know, I don't mind. It's going to take me about 10 minutes or so.
That
but
would be an amazing piece of mind.
Also,
for
that
me.
was very eloquent of you. That was, where did you learn that?
Oh, I read a book about it once.
Wow, I didn't know you read books.
Well, I used to.
Okay, well, I hope that we have more time for that in the future.
Back when they let me read books.
Well, you can do whatever you want now. You're free.
They made you stop reading books?
They did. When you get in trouble, they take the books away.
Ow.
What kind of books did you read?
What kind of trouble did you get into?
Oh, just like fun books. You know, like,
About dark forest theories, yeah.
well, you know, adventures or, I don't know.
Well, if you want to read a book, I don't have all of them, but when I was a little girl, I used to love the Babysitter's Cub. And it's a book about all these babysitters. And they would just watch these little bear cubs all the time. And it would be about the cool things that they did in the off time. It's more for, like, you know, young frogs. And their early teens, but you could read them if you want.
Oh, that's for little girls. No, I got. You a big boy like you should be reading the Charmin Stain Bears.
That's gross, Dad.
Oh, you love the Charmin Stain Bears.
What the hell? I don't know what you're talking about. You're freaking me out.
Family of bears that lived in the woods and just
No,
loved shitting.
No, it was the Shaman. It was the Shaman Steen Bears. What are you talking about?
What? No, it was the Charmin Stain
No, I
Bears.
read those books. I promise you, it was the Shaman Steen.
Well, why don't I just
No,
read
it was-
both of
You
them?
ruined a
Here,
nice
you can
moment.
have this.
Oh,
all
that's
right.
nice.
I bequeath these to you.
Oh,
I did have it, but I had to throw it out with my jug. There's a whole pile of Charmin Stain Bears books. The stain was all the shit stain on account of them loving
If
shit.
you look on the bright side, I thought he was going to offer the play squirrels.
So did I. I was a little worried about that. I'm sorry he ruined a really touching moment.
Don't listen to what he says. It doesn't matter who or what you are. You can read whatever kind of books you like. If the story speaks to your soul, enjoy it, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
this looks really fun.
It is really fun.
hope-
It's nice and wholesome.
I hope the main character is the chosen one and has 2 different colored eyes. That's my favorite.
Well,
What'd you do to get in trouble to get your books taken away?
Oh, just like, various things that they would like tell me to do. Like, oh, that guy spit on a guard. Can you go like kill him about it? And I'll be like,
Spitting on somebody? The penalty was death?
well, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do that. Or can you go beat up this poor destitute family whose harvest was ruined because they owed a cat's tax money? And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound very friendly.
What?
And so I'd be like, I don't want to do that. And, you know,
And all they did was take your books away?
well, not just that. I mean, first they maybe give you less snacks in the mess hall, and then maybe you skip meals, and then, they start taking away your recreation. And then they start removing you from interacting with, your fellow comrades to break you down mentally.
And after that, it's the newspaper.
And then they eventually just kick you out.
All right. Wait. Why did you ever tell us about this? This is terrible.
Oh, well, I mean, it's my fault. I mean, I'm the one that broke the rules. My whole thing was to serve the Marquisate, and that's kind of what I'm supposed to do. And so most of the orders, I guard real good. I'm really good at standing in one place and, making sure that,
yeah, and
I'm
you can
present.
look in 2 different directions at once, which is kind of amazing.
can,
That makes
I
you such a
can.
good guard.
Yeah, so they would post me up in a hallway, and so I
And you
could look
could
down
only-
both sides of the
that's the
hallway at
thing.
once.
Which came first, the looking down the hallway or the ability to look down the hallway?
Whoa. What does that even mean?
Like, were you able to look down both ways of the hallway when you got started, or did you learn how to do it because you were trying to look down both ways?
No, I think they discovered that power was within me the whole time. Wow. And they utilized it.
That sounds like one of those pro tags you like.
Oh my
books.
gosh.
You basically like that.
I never considered that I was a
right.
chosen one as well.
Yeah, maybe you are.
Well, since I don't have 2 different colored eyes, I figured there was no way.
Well, I
They
heard
had a
that if
story
you...
about that in the Charmin Stain Bears.
Well, remember when I was,
all I'm saying.
posted outside of Mr. Ledoux's office?
Yeah.
And I was guarding Jean-Claude in case he got caught?
And nobody got in.
And I could see down both ends of that hallway at once.
That's
crazy.
That's a sad
Excellent
story.
guard.
I'm gonna give you one of my books that I have suddenly because Chat made a funny recommendation. I'm gonna steal it from Chat.
And I hand you a book. It says human morphs on the front. and you see an animal, and it just transforms.
Holy hell! What's he turning into?
A human!
What the hell is that?
A human
It's crazy. It's all about magic.
Where did you find this book? This thing is cursed!
That's freaky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
gross.
that book was banned by the earring.
What the fuck is that thing?
Is that a mammal without fur?
Someone has a wild imagination. Maybe you'll enjoy it.
Flashing in
I
pink.
didn't know you were into like scary books. Try these Goosebumps.
That's very clever.
Just
I don't know.
Oh, no, stop.
That's pretty scary, Grummy. I don't want you to be scared.
Oh.
You might have nightmares if you read the Goosebumps.
Wait, this is
It's a scary book, yeah.
It's not
one's-
just the bumps on
that's
geese?
about a ventriloquist dummy that comes to life.
You know he's gonna have nightmares.
Oh,
Well, I
God.
thought Bitsy gave him a scary book. I thought we
She
were.
shouldn't have. That thing is horrifying.
I know. I looked at the cover.
Would never let Booker read that. He did like his Goosebumps though, but Book, do you remember when we used to go to the Squirlastic Book Fair?
I do. I remember those times
remember
fondly,
that?
Dad. It was good.
And you always came with
It
the
was
stack
good.
of books, and I'm like, just get one.
I
And, you
couldn't
know,
just
You
get
can
one.
never just get one in
They're
the
so
Scholastic
good. The
Book
covers
Fair.
are enticing,
You know,
except for that
the
cover.
Scholastic
Christ.
Book Fair had this scent to it that nothing can ever emulate.
That's right.
That's where I got a first edition Harry Possum.
Really?
Oh, I used to
But
go
did you
down
get
to the
any
Harry
books?
Possum. That was a good joint.
That's very funny.
That was a good joint. Oh, I took Booker there when he turned 14. We
That
went
was,
to the Harry Possum.
Yeah, I was probably a little young. for
Right
that,
after
Dad.
the
That was-
Scholastic Book Fair, actually.
Looking back on it, I don't think that was very good parenting.
That
I
was
was
great
probably a
grilled
little.
cheese. What do you mean? You love the grilled cheese at the Harry Possum.
I was kind of scarring. I think that was inappropriate for you to bring a
Yeah.
young teen into the place called the Harry
Oh, I
Possum.
forgot about the macaroni. Oh, it's a little dry and mushy. But oh, hey, we got this powder. There we go.
Oh.
Should it be that neon orange? That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
natural.
No, guys, I'm telling
They
you,
ship
please
it
don't
in.
eat it. Please don't eat the mac and
They
cheese.
ship it in.
Please don't do it.
What's the Riverfoot company that brings it in? Who knows? They say it's from the Hollywood.
We don't
You know
have
what,
any
well-
other food.
Well, you're eating that. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the alarm, and
Please
I'm gonna
do.
for 10 minutes. I'm gonna
Make a
go.
perception check.
Yeah, 20 foot cube around us. Natural 20
Oh,
Wow.
plus something.
Did she say that this book was about
24.
a ventriloquist puppet that comes to life?
Yeah, it's very scary.
I shouldn't read that.
No.
I have a phobia of that.
Don't, please don't.
Okay.
You're gonna be up all night. You're gonna be bothering me, telling me, asking me, "Book, are you awake? Book, are you awake?" over and over again, and then I'm gonna have to soothe you and calm you down and get you back to bed.
Well, it would be rude to give it back, so why don't we just play it off like I read it?
Okay,
All right.
just pretend.
Okay, I'll pretend.
Okay, communal mac and cheese pot. Soup's on. Here we got. And the great thing about being in the woods is you find a stick with it 2 points and you break them off, and you got a little spork right here, huh? See?
Oh no!
Instant cheese things all over.
It's a branch from like poison sumac or something. And his
Take the
lips
bite.
swell up.
It goes up like bark chips.
I take the if he passes the pot to me,
Nature's spoon.
I immediately after he passes the pot to me, I'll pass it on and I'll say I will be having sleep for dinner. Go ahead.
There's nothing else to eat?
Final warning. I wouldn't eat that.
We gotta have dinner,
I wouldn't eat
Booker.
that. No, I'm fasting. I'll make it till tomorrow.
But there's nothing else. What's gonna happen if I eat
Fasting.
this?
Meh. You might poop your pants
No.
to
Come
death.
on.
You might poop your pants to death.
You don't like your old man's cooking. You loved the mac and cheese.
It has nothing to do with your cooking, Dad. It has everything to do that you didn't boil the water first. You didn't clean the water.
I boiled it in the pot. It's killing it all anyways.
I don't trust it. You know what those otters do when
I'll
they're shipping up and down the river all day?
Yeah, they shit off the side.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Suppose I'll pass too.
Oh,
I'm
come
not
on.
I'm
Don't
not
be a
going out
cow.
to the-
What are you, a
I'm
big...
not going out to the bathroom by myself. in
Are
these
you a big
streets.
chicken?
Oh, you darn right. Have you seen me? Have you seen this barrel chest? I'm a great big chicken.
Unbelievable. Somebody's gonna eat my cooking, huh?
I wouldn't do it. I can't stop you. You're free to do whatever you want. But I'm telling you, death by pants pooping is a bad way to go.
What if I had just a little bit as a treat?
Well, then you might little bit poop your pants to death.
Why don't you take a lot of it?
But Mr. Chanticleer poops his pants and he's a lawyer.
Well,
I didn't. My pants were off.
Technically, he pooped in a desk.
Yeah.
Oh, so as long as I put my pants down, it'll be fine?
Well, no, he lived. You might not.
I might die eating this.
It's possible.
This mac and cheese could kill me?
No, it can't.
More importantly,
Are you kidding me?
if you poop your pants, you're gonna have to roll to see if you burst into flames and your throat explodes.
No.
Oh no, I definitely don't
He's
like any
telling
of those
tall
things.
tales.
It's always possible. It's like a 1 in 100
And so if you're
chance.
pooping your pants a lot, there's a good chance you just burst into flames in your throat.
Bookie always used to tell stories around the campfire in Fuzz Scouts, and he's telling tall tales. You're fine.
I was a pretty good storyteller, but this is real. I'm not making this up.
Look, here's nature's spork. I made one for you, kid.
Does it work? Both of you make persuasion checks.
Oh, baby!
Player.
I got a +5.
I have a +9.
Roll for me. Roll for me.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Oh, 17 with my +9.
You got
I'm
a
not-
7.
Yes! Yes!
I should do the right thing. We would never go to battle with a big stomach full of mac and cheese.
Well, poop in your pants.
I'll be more vigilant.
That happens after the battle.
Yeah.
If I pass on dinner, I appreciate you making this.
Well,
funny house.
Yes! Yes! In your face, Daddy! Listen to me!
Fine, more for me.
In your face!
I'm gonna go to this side of the camp and no one bother me while I'm eating my dookie mac and cheese. I got nature's sport. Give me that nature's sport. I need
Okay,
two of
Dad.
them.
And when you
sorry.
go over there and you
I'm
start
sorry.
shitting your pants to death, don't come back into the camp crying to me.
Fine. Well, if I need to shit, I can just dig a hole and use moss. That's what nature's toilet paper.
Dig a big enough hole, because when you die, you'll fall in and it'll be a grave.
It was in. If you had read the shaman stained bears, they're always wiping their ass with moss, and you wouldn't known it.
Get out of here, Dad!
Fine, I'm gonna get
Go!
out of here. I'm going out of here.
God!
More for me.
So sick of that guy!
Peggy, as you have been setting
said
up your
calmly.
alarm, you place one cicada, one cicada, one cicada, and you're placing them around. You find macaroni, and you kind of look around, and although it's dark, the moon is kind of shining through, and you see that there is a trail of macaroni leading from the camp in the direction that you came, deep into the woods.
No, well, that's where all of his macaroni went. Anyway, cicadas, you're not allowed to let anything in here that's tiny or bigger. You understand me?
Tiny or bigger?
Unless it is the 5 of us and Book is dad. And I'm going to turn around and walk back into the camp.
Booker's dad kind of grumbles by, kicks one of the cicadas.
But it recognizes him, so it won't yell.
Oh, fuck!
But the other tiny and bigger things that make their way in and out of the forest as is wont to do, it is going to be a very loud and uncomfortable night for everybody.
Okay. That happens.
I pull out my 10 darts, and I make a little target like of a knot in a tree, and I practice. I'm just trying to get the center as best I can, as one does playing a game almost.
I'm sorry, guys. That was
Oh,
crazy. I don't know what happened.
That's quite all right. I mean, and I couldn't believe you made mac and cheese like that.
That's appalling,
Oh,
right?
is there any
Well,
mac and cheese left?
No, he took it all with him, and you don't want it. I'm telling you, you don't want it. It's gonna make you sick.
I mean, why?
Why?
You missed some family drama.
Oh, tell me about what happened. Well,
It got
first off,
heated.
speaking of the macaroni, yeah, there's a trail of macaroni coming straight into our little camp here. However, it's really dark, and I've got asthma.
What do you mean, a
So I don't
trail of
think-
macaroni?
Well, yeah, because there was a hole in your dad's pack, so my guess is as he was walking, he left a trail of macaroni behind
Like
him.
whole boxes or a trail
no,
of
just like-
macaronis?
Like Hansel and Gretel, you know, that story?
I still don't know what you're talking
You
about.
mean to say all the way from town there's a trail of
Leading right to where we're at, yeah.
Beauregards, macaroni, and dysentery cheese.
Yeah, no,
and all the way to our
directly
campsite?
here, yeah.
She's referring
Oh,
to
no.
elbow noodles.
Okay, all right. Well, so that presents a problem.
Yeah, but it's too dark, and I've got too much asthma for us to go out and deal with the noodles.
Why
and-
is it a problem that he spilled noodles in the middle of the woods?
If anybody's looking for us, they're gonna follow the noodles right to us.
It's gonna be like a pathway.
Who would follow a trail of noodles through the deep dark woods?
Are you crazy? That's exactly what otters do.
Eat the noodle.
They follow noodles in the dark woods.
It's a humamorph!
That's like a CR40 monster.
Yeah,
Toast.
yeah, we'd be dead instantly.
Follow noodles through the woods? I didn't know that. I wasn't in
Look,
Fuzz Scouts.
I don't think there's anything we can do about it. The trail is incredibly long, and by the time, we could go off and clear it, but by the time we would be backtracking.
We'd keep moving forward.
And then
if anything.
honestly, by the time that we got midway, if anyone's following, they're just gonna meet up with us, and they would see the light from our campfire anyway. So I suggest we just hope that no one follows the noodles, and if anything, the cicadas are gonna scream if anything comes over the line. So we should be fine.
So what you're saying is they will be the hunters in the dark
We
forest.
should put out the fire. We should put out the fire. We should put out the fire. We should put out the fire right away.
Of course not! Don't you dare put out the fire.
I'm playing darts. I can't see without the fire.
That's the point. They won't be able to see us. Look, I can see in the dark. I can see in the dark.
I can't see in the dark very well.
But I'll watch for you.
To be fair, you can't see in the light very well.
We don't want them to sneak up on us, just like Charlie
Teach me
said.
about it.
I don't listen after all that talk about the creature that stalks the woods and steals your teeth. I don't want to be hunted by a macaroni trail teeth stealing monster.
The macaroni in the fire's gonna lead them right to us.
Oh God, we should put the fire out.
Okay. We can't because it's way too cold. It's much too cold.
It is a brisk evening.
This is like a little chilly.
It's not that bad.
But it's a little chilly with the fire blazing. We put that fire out, we're all gonna freeze to death. As night descends, the temperature drops, especially in the shrouded cover of the woods.
I don't want to freeze to death.
What are we gonna do if something stalks upon us and all of our limbs are frozen? We can't run.
I could throw a bunch of
that's a good
darts
point.
into them.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but you won't be able to if you can't see because we don't have a fire.
And at
Or
this
if I'm
point,
dead.
we can probably be seen from miles away, so they know where we are, even if we did put our,
That's true.
our fire out.
Maybe we need to make more fire.
I don't
So
know.
they're scared.
I don't know.
We
I don't
scare
know.
them with fire.
My vote's put the fire out, but
Oh yeah, you know what? We
Bitch,
should
are you
have a vote.
suggesting we set the forest
No
on
more
fire?
votes.
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
what
we don't have any
style.
paper.
No, but
Quill,
we
we
can
got
raise
no
it.
ink.
Doesn't have to be anonymous. We just raise our hands. Who's in for putting the fire out?
me, it's Booker. Booker wants to put the fire out.
Who wants to leave the fire going?
Oh, that's not good. Well,
There's
Probably.
a tie.
It's a
wait, how was it?
tiebreaker.
How was it? Did anybody else vote for me?
Well, I
Yeah,
voted
John-
for putting the fire
Oh,
out.
you didn't vote.
Yeah, you have
Yes,
to
and
vote.
you have to break the tie. What do you want to do?
Romney, you abstained.
Oh, convince me.
I've already said my piece.
Nah, I said my piece too.
It's either we do it or we don't.
I
Either way,
actually,
we're probably dead.
as a third option, I think we should make more fire.
No, then we're just gonna burn down the forest.
Then no one's going to be able to follow us in the forest.
We'll be dead.
No.
Forest fires are no joke,
I guess.
Bitsy.
I guess.
I
They're a
was
huge destructive force. They
hoping-
could take out entire towns. From one town to the next, the fire would rage. The smell of flesh burning, popping, crackling, hair singeing, death billowing up towards the clouds. It would be unstoppable. Someone who had the ability to do something like that could be a god, a king among men. A god frog queen.
a terrible god frog queen.
Death in her eyes, destruction in her wake. One little fire stands no chance against the force of something like that.
Let's put the fire out.
Done. And I'll start kicking dirt onto the fire to try to put it out and get it as much low as we
Make a
can.
survival check to see how well you create a cold camp.
Even though being in the Fuzz Scouts, my survival's not very good. Unless I roll a natural 20.
Got
Then a plus
Wow.
2. A 22.
You snuff. Even the embers and the coals are completely out as darkness swallows the camp.
I rub my eyes and I try to get my eyes adjusted
It
to the
takes a
darkness
while.
as quickly as
Probably it takes a
possible.
couple minutes, but your eyes do get adjusted
And I'm like,
as the moonlight. There's a bit of moonlight between the canopy. You are in approaching the deepest heart of the
I'm
forest,
peeking through
but you're not
behind
quite
trees.
through there.
I'm looking and I'm trying to keep an eye out for things.
In darkness, you can never see death coming up behind you.
Oh, Peggy, could you
Everything's
stop saying
louder
scary
in the
things?
dark.
Can you see if anything coming up behind you and lighten us?
No, but you can see things coming up in front of you, but you can't see anything in front or on the side or behind you in the
Okay,
dark.
good. I was just checking because I can't see behind me.
This fucking music.
Why is he smiling so big already?
He's gonna
my
bum rush
God.
an army of perverts.
Yeah, it's gonna be ocelots and hula hoops coming out of the
All you
woodwork.
hear
that happens, we get
is
Yeah.
the loud breathing and huffing and gurgling mac and cheese of Beauregard as he, in the darkness, is eating his mac and cheese all by himself.
Oh.
And you're at the camp.
Well, now we can't play darts.
That's fine. Just keep your eyes open for anything that might be coming down the pathways.
But I need to close my eyes in order to go to sleep.
Well, then you go to sleep. I'll stay up. I can't sleep. There's too much danger.
But you need sleep in order to not die from not sleeping.
But I know that takes what? Days, weeks? How long?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not gonna die from one night of not getting sleep.
How do you know?
I've done it before.
Can that happen?
Well, yeah, but you have to not sleep for days and days on end, and somebody have to keep poking you and keeping you awake and say, "Hey, Grumbly, don't fall asleep.
Oh,
hey, Grumbly,
no.
don't fall asleep."
Oh, God.
You're not gonna die after one night of not sleeping.
Well, you might.
I might.
Well, yeah.
Don't scare him.
I need to. I mean, I can't see at all.
Well, you should go to sleep. I
My
set
eyes
up
don't
alarms.
work not good.
Why are we worried? We got alarms going.
Oh, we do have those alarms.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
all wake up immediately if anything happens.
I'll read you a bedtime story, okay?
Okay. And I'll take my armor off and I'll get curled up in this cold camp.
The ventriloquist pulled out his dummy box and opened it.
Oh,
The
okay.
two clasps made a loud shunk, shunk sound,
Oh, God.
and the top creaked open.
Oh, no. The puppet's not alive, is it? There's no way that puppet's
But
alive, right?
before the ventriloquist could reach in, a tiny ventriloquist hand slapped up on the top of the box.
The puppet's alive! Oh, God.
Oh wait, this is the wrong one.
I told you not to read him that.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
Hold on.
Why was it alive? It was a puppet.
It's not real. It's
That
not a real
doesn't make
story.
any sense.
It's fake. It's a fake story. It's all right.
Here, I'll start again. The opossum who lived.
I start reading Harry Opossum.
It's very funny.
Eventually, I would go to bed unless something happens.
You hear the voice of Beauregard as he wanders back. Cold camp, huh? That's smart.
Dad, keep your voice
I
down.
telling ghost stories?
No, we're watching out for danger.
Well, I
You
heard
apparently left a mac and cheese trail all the way to us.
What?
A noodle
I
trail.
would never do
You
that.
did. The bag tore open. That's why all the mac and cheese pour out of your bag. All
I
right?
would never do that.
Well, not on purpose, I know, but it was an accident.
If we're telling ghost stories in the cold camp,
God damn it.
I never...
What?
Son, I never did tell you what me and... You remember Uncle Clarence?
Yeah, of course I remember Uncle Clarence.
Yeah, good fox guy, you know. We were pals. We were fishing buddies. We hit the track.
Okay, where's this going, Dad?
He was also an enthusiast of the cryptids.
Okay.
And I never told you this because I didn't want to scare you. But Clarence and I went out looking for the ocelot,
Yeah.
and he never returned.
No.
You're telling me that's what happened, Uncle Clarence? You told me he fell off a ladder.
He did in
Hold
the
the
manner
ladder,
of speaking.
What do you mean, from a certain point of view?
But you really should make sure you don't owe up a ladder that's not secured.
I know,
Very
I always
easy to die falling off.
I always make sure that Grumley holds the ladder for me.
That's good. That's good. But
Are you saying that you used the potential kidnapping by monsters of one of your childhood friends to teach your son a lesson about climbing ladders?
as a father, wouldn't you?
Well, I think I'd teach him the lesson about not going into
It's
the
better than
woods.
scarring the poor boy after what it was I saw in these very woods.
Well, what did you say?
I'm not convinced.
We went looking for the ocelot, and I hate to say we found it. 20 feet tall.
Oh, that's more than 15 feet.
Horrific long arms. And real big hands.
Big hands.
Short little legs. Horrible glowing eyes. A terrible face, hairless.
like some sort of hairless mammal face.
What?
But the little hands that take your teeth, oh, they're there all right. In the thousands. All in its fur. A whole colony of horrific giant centipedes with strange 5-fingered hands. They're the ones that steal the teeth and bring it back to the ocelot. When it came upon us 20 years ago, I heard Clarence screaming.
Oh, God.
I ran. What I saw that night, I never want to see again. What did you see? I saw the ocelot.
Were you listening? He just described
He just
extreme
described what he
detail.
saw.
He just told you.
Like
It
a
was
square
it was
inch by
for
square
dramatic
inch.
effect.
What was there like a lot of blood or viscera?
If you're not careful with how you ask the question, he's gonna start the whole story over.
No, don't start the story. I mean, like, about your friend. Did you, like, see the evidence of it? Was he like a bloody pulp? Was his neck broken? Was his head removed?
I saw the shadow.
Was he skinned alive?
He was taking a leak in the woods. And I said, you shouldn't go that far, Clarence. And he said, nah, I'm fine.
Oh.
I'm a loud pisser, so I don't want to wake you up.
Wait. Uncle Clarence told you that?
Yeah!
Why would
we
he
were
tell
good
you that?
friends. We
Why
always
would you
talk
share
about
that?
loud pissing. with
Why
my
would you
friends.
share that detail with a friend of yours? What?
Well, he said he was a loud pisser. And so he liked to go far into the woods so he wouldn't be embarrassed about pissing so loud.
Do you have to keep?
Suppose it's something you need to know
Do
about.
you have to keep pronouncing "pissin" the way that you
He
do?
was, and he went so far from the camp, but I can still hear him piss.
He really likes to attack it. He likes to attack
He
the
does.
word.
You just you're spitting all over our
And
faces.
then-
it's almost like you're pissing on
Some
us.
say on quiet nights you can still hear him pissing.
Some quiet nights, exactly right.
Are you saying
Some
that
say
the
when he was
ocelot-
snatched by the ocelot, that he's still pissing in fear.
Pissing with no teeth.
I don't believe any of this. This is a stupid story. Uncle Clarence fell off a ladder, and that's all there is to it.
Hey, but yeah, did you hear that? That sounds like someone's pissing out in the forest.
Oh, my God. Is it really? I think I hear it, too.
I don't hear
Could be.
anything.
No, I think I do, maybe. I think I maybe do.
No.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, me too. You too.
Clarence, is that you?
I think I definitely hear it.
Oh my gosh, what day is it? Today is the anniversary of his disappearance.
It's been 1 year,
It's been 20 years to the night.
so it's the 20th anniversary?
The 20th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like 20 years.
Death of Clarence. The ocelot got him. He got more than he bargained for.
Pissing for 20 years, that's a lot.
That's a lot. You know, after
Oh, no.
oh,
Are you all right, Mr. T. Raccoon?
yeah, just a little bit of a
Sounds like you got a kidney stone or something there, Pop. You all right?
Is it by chance the mac and cheese coming back?
the mac and cheese. I just I'm allergic to all this pollen out here. It just doesn't agree with me.
You're turning red in the face there, Mr. Raccoon.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, come on. The dog, of course, farted.
What?
The dog farted.
Hey, don't you blame that on Brumley.
No, it wasn't me
Brumley,
this
come
time.
on.
Hey, you
We're
don't-
in mixed company.
no.
There are ladies present.
You don't know Brumley enough to be blaming that on him, all right? You don't know him well enough.
Made Beauregard shit his pants?
I think
Beauregard made Beauregard shit his
Yeah.
pants. He made that mac and cheese. I told you all not to eat it.
Oh, he definitely
I'm
shit
so
his
glad
pants.
I didn't eat it.
No, I'm
It
just,
smells like he shit his pants.
I'm just gonna go off into the woods to have a think about old Clarence.
He waddles away.
Yeah,
He's just taking tiny steps.
yeah. He's
He's
taking very
squid-
small steps.
There's a loud squelching noise with every step.
I told you guys. I'm glad you listened to me. Finally.
I
really
can't
know what
hear
you're
you over the
talking
sound
about.
of your dad.
And that would have been all of you. And you'd all be dead. And I'd be the only one.
Your dad's a real loud shitter.
Margaret,
Also,
baby,
Uncle
God.
Clarence did not get killed by some mythical creature. He fell off a ladder.
Is he screaming about shitting?
Probably. Just ignore him. Just
I think
ignore
you said
him.
something about someone named Margaret.
Wait.
What was that? Is he in trouble or is he just?
Who knows? I'm sure he's in all kinds of stuff.
Trouble! I'm in trouble!
Yeah. He's on his own now. He's on his own.
But I can do it on my own.
Well, I think we've all been there.
I hope he dig that hole big enough for his corpse to fall in.
Oh God, this hole is way too small.
But we're not gonna bury you when you die, old man.
Oh, I hope I don't die from this.
It's very likely. It's very likely.
Should somebody play some music or something?
I would
Give him
love
a
to,
bit
but
of
I haven't been able to
rhyme?
buy a new banjo.
It is gonna be just absolutely all wild if we did all this, all the thieving, all the flim flamming, all the misdirection,
The life
all
risking.
all the faking our deaths.
That's
all
what
the
I'm trying to say.
time to save your dad
For nothing.
only for him to die shit in the woods with a hole not big enough
To be fair, Chad's
to
right.
dig his dick.
And you do have to roll a D100 because you shit.
That's true. You have to roll a D100.
Oh,
If you roll a 1, you burst into flames.
No, it's. I thought it was.
Your head
Is it a
explodes.
one?
It's
No,
a
it's a
100.
one.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, it's 100.
If you roll
It's
100, your head
It's
explodes.
100.
You
No, your
you
throat
burst
slits
into
when you
flame.
Burst into
That's
flames,
right,
and
that's
your
right.
your throat explodes.
Your throat explodes. That's right.
he's good.
Okay. All right.
Sure about that? Sure about that?
Oh, that was about to get.
You sure about that?
That was about to get real hereditary.
All right, guys, we gotta go.
Oh, this is just like my favorite Charmin-Stain Bears book.
Steen, but
And he's just groaning.
Cook stupid meals, win stupid prizes. I
did
always
anyone
say.
ever see that Genasi major image about Sinbad?
What's a major image?
Oh, you know, it's
That's all I'm thinking is.
No, it definitely is. It's where you go and you watch a play, but it's filled with major characters.
Oh, a play. I've seen tons of plays.
Yeah, but in like newfangled cities, they call them major images now.
Oh. Like moving images.
Yeah, and Sinbad
Like
was
moving
starring
pictures.
in one of them.
Who's Sinbad?
I told you it was a Genasi. I don't know what that means.
What's a
Oh, what's the
I don't know. I don't know what it means. I think it's a certain type of gerbil.
You're the only Gen I see. That's very funny. Ooh, that's pretty boy.
That's pretty good.
Hey, Booker.
Yeah, what's up, Conley?
Do I piss loud?
Why are you asking me this, Conley?
Well, I'm just worried. I've never really heard it, said that someone could be a loud pisser as opposed to
Well,
maybe a normal or quiet pisser.
I can honestly say with 100% accuracy that until this single moment, I've never thought of it. It's never come to my attention, so probably not.
But what if I am a loud pisser?
I think we'd know. We'd all know. Peggy would have said something by now.
And I attract the ocelot.
You're a loud breather.
No, you're not a loud pisser. But what you...
There it is.
What do you mean?
You breathe real loud. You can't hear that?
No, I don't
Sounds
know
like
what
a
you
bunch
mean.
of gravel in a metal bucket.
We might as well relight the fire. They gotta hear you from further before they see us.
But I don't piss loud?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I was so worried.
No, it's not the sound of your piss that's the problem. It's... You know what? I'm never going to be able to teach him how to bury his own poop.
It's gonna be all right, buddy. It's gonna be all right.
It's not gonna be all right.
We're not talking about you, Dad.
Oh,
You did this to yourself. You have no one to blame but yourself.
Oh, who could be responsible? How did this happen?
You didn't boil the water.
everything right. Oh.
Your dad really doesn't like responsibility of any kind, does he?
No, he doesn't, which is why he's in this mess in the first place. And I didn't even want to take him out of the damn clearing.
Well, I'm sorry that I suggested it.
No.
I was just trying to help your family.
You
and
were
not
trying to do the right thing.
get you all mixed up in family drama.
No, I got you all mixed up in family drama. This isn't your fault, Grumley. It's mine. I should have known better.
Yeah, but we could have just let your dad, get killed by the various powers that be that all want him dead.
And what kind of son would that make me? Not a very good one.
No, you're right. You're right. No, we did the right thing, and I don't want him to die. He's your dad.
I tried to not let him eat the mac and cheese. He just doesn't listen. He's so stubborn. It's just like he thinks he knows everything.
So, I mean, with all that being said, what's the point of even taking him to a new clearing? He's not going to listen to you about now gambling.
I understand that, but I had to try.
Wait.
Do you think maybe you should have just left him to his own devices and just let the Italian family have a crack at him?
Otherwise, I wouldn't have done all this if I thought that.
Here's the thing. He doesn't listen to you. But maybe if Peggy took her clothes off and suggested things, maybe he'd listen to her.
I mean, maybe, but we'd want to get to the clearing first, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just too cold for me to take my clothes off, and I'm all out of suggesting.
No, I don't mean like right now. I just mean in general.
He's
once
also
we get
made
there.
shit in other business.
What?
Oh, I'm cramping. Oh, thank God we're not swimming. Oh, boy.
Once we get to Pottsville,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
then and if you
Legally distinct. Oh, boy.
and then maybe you can just do what you can to convince him to stay.
Well, and things are kind of boring there, so hopefully there's not much trouble for him to get into. Now, if he leaves after we've done all this, what can we do?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We're in the middle of the woods, and somehow he ate dysentery macaroni and cheese and is now shitting himself.
Right from the river.
This is the most boring of a place anyone could ever go.
I don't know. I think the woods are pretty exciting.
So I think
Dysentery water.
Is that what you call it?
I think throwing your dad into any kind of town is just asking for trouble.
Like I said, had to do something.
You made the right decision. As our faithful leader,
Oh, I wouldn't call me that.
you've never led us astray, not even once. Not even when we decided to put Nestor in charge of safety and security of our musical.
I'd also remind
no
everyone
one could have seen that coming.
that
Let's be
everyone
real.
was in jail.
Not even Quasimodo. He wouldn't have had the foresight to see that happening.
Not even when we decided to throw our lot in with Alexander Hamilton, no offense, and all the perverts.
That was just poor judgment. There's no excuse there.
Even when we decided to get mixed up with the assassination of the Viceroy and Click-Clock Crossing, we didn't make a single mistake because we had you as our leader, Booker.
Well, these things happen. What can you do, you know? You win some, you lose some.
You just have a knack for things, is all I'm going to say. You've done a great job.
Well, I think that our choices are a problem for tomorrow. And we should all just lay down and get a good night's rest, falling asleep to the dulcet sounds of Beauregard T. Raccoon shitting his brains out.
Oh, Sherry.
You're right.
Oh, Sherry, baby. Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try to keep my eyes out for things for a bit.
Good night, Booker.
Good night, Grumley.
Good night, Bitsy.
Good night.
Good night, Jean-Claude.
Good night.
Good night, Peggy.
Good night, Crumley.
Good night, Mr. T. Raccoon.
Ah, good night. It's gonna be a long one for old Beauregard T. Raccoon.
Should we check on him at all? He's probably dehydrated.
Water's not gonna help at this point, especially the water that he brought from the river.
No, I got a big cup of water from the river. I'm drinking it. Don't worry.
Well, he's definitely gonna be dead come sunrise. There is no saving him now. It's over. It's all over.
Oh, I've got a whole bunch of river water. Oh.
You all fall asleep. No watch, correct?
I would
Well,
try to
we
stay up
have
for a bit,
alarm. We have alarm.
but not all night.
Okay.
And then we have alarms, so.
You wait. Beauregard comes back, stumbles back eventually. It's like another hour.
Yeah.
And he comes back and he looks pale. He's as pale.
For as pale as a raccoon
Pale as
can
a
look.
raccoon can look. Is he he doesn't say anything. He's trying to look proud. But his pants are
deflated.
dragging.
He's deflated.
He's deflated. And he just kind of grunts at you. And then he has the remnants of his sack. And everything just kind of pulls off.
There you
And
go.
butthole.
Yeah.
All deflated.
Deflated.
Once he's back
lapsed.
in camp, I would then go to sleep.
Yeah.
Provided I didn't see anything.
Tonight's episode should just be called Remnants of a Sack.
Yeah. As Grumley, I need you to make a perception check
Oh,
at
boy.
advantage.
Oh.
Here, let me roll one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Perception?
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Not bad.
Wait, hold on.
Advantage, you said.
Yeah,
And
roll.
I'm a dog. I think I'm proficient as well.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You wake up in the middle of the night. As you see the moonlight shining down over the camp, you see that everyone is accounted for. And then off into the woods, you hear rustling. And you realize you feel yourself kind of like shake a little bit. And you hear some rustling a good 100 feet,
That's just
maybe short closer. From the
it
camp.
happens. It's just the sounds of the woods. That's what Booker always says.
And you kind of feel a little bit of a rumble too.
Rumble in what way?
Like the kind of ground beneath you shakes a little bit.
No, fuck.
Oh. Surely I must be dreaming right now. Mr. T. Raccoon is asleep and not shitting himself. I'll pinch myself and surely wake up. Ow!
You're rumbling, and then you hear a loud snap.
Oh my god! Booker, get up! Booker, get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Don't say that. What?
Get up! Get up! Oh.
What is it? Do I hear anything?
I think it's the Ursula.
Make a perception check.
Quiet, Crumley. Perception?
Yeah.
I got a 7.
7. You
hear-
see nothing in the woods.
I don't see
but then the ground shakes beneath you, and you hear another loud snap, and it sounds closer than before.
Oh my god!
Crumley, I don't see anything. I don't see anything, Crumley.
Well, I can't see anything at all. It's too
No,
dark.
there's nothing out there.
Don't
Is what I'm
you have
saying.
dog vision. You have dog vision. Tell
I'm
him.
saying,
Tell him.
there's nothing there. I already told them. I shouted out loud. The first thing I said, I have dark vision. I don't see anything.
Oh, so maybe it's just the sounds of the woods and
Maybe.
the rumbling of the woods and the branch snapping.
What
of the
rumbling? I
woods.
didn't feel any rumbling.
You feel the rumbling again under on the ground, and make another perception check at advantage as you use your dark vision to peer through the woods.
Much better. 20 total. Dirty 20.
Dirty.
You hear a snap, and you are staring. Your eyes are now adjusted after waking up. It's crumbly. You can see nothing. But Booker,
My eyes are doing
you
it.
see ahead, and you see something move through the woods, and it's very, very subtle movement. And you look, and all you can see, and you realize now why you hadn't seen anything. You had been watching and looking at the creature that's lurking not very far from your camp. But you had thought it was an enormous tree. As you see that this tree doesn't have bark, but fur and pallid skin. As the fur moves as if something is crawling beneath it. And you realize now, as your eyes, that what you are seeing far off, which might have been a lurking person, is simply a knee. As you look up and up and up and up, and you see the moonlight catch on a glinting eye. And you see that there's an enormous creature hiding behind a tree, but the tree is maybe a quarter of the width of the bulk of this enormous hulking monster. And you see that it's looking at you, almost with shining yellow eyes, a almost no nose to speak of, a horrid face of, you don't know what a simian is, but it didn't look too dissimilar from the hula girl that your father had. As you see an enormously long, shaggy arm, and you see as its eyes are very clearly looking at you past this incredibly tall tree. It's over 20 feet tall, as it is looking at you with a broad grin of horrific sharp teeth, as it is just standing there. And that's what you say.
I looked at Grumley and I say,
There's nothing out there, right? There's like...
Don't panic.
Okay.
What I want you to do
Uh-huh.
is calmly
Okay.
get Bitsy and Peggy.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Jean-Claude and my dad
Okay.
and get ready to run.
Hold on. My heart's starting to go. What do you mean run?
If I say run, just run, okay? All right?
What are we gonna run from? Oh my God!
Go get them.
My
Go
doctor
get
said
them.
it's just.
At this point, I've started to scoot. Keep my eyes on this creature.
Why
I've
don't we
started
run
to scoot towards Jean-Claude. And when I get Jean-Claude, get out! Jean-Claude, get out!
As you
There's a monster! It's the ocelot!
What? Where?
as the cicadas start screaming, as you all hear rustling from all sides of the camp, as you are all awoke, all of you who are sleeping immediately wake up from the shrieking cicadas, as Beauregard is screaming as the cicadas scream, as this cacophony suddenly erupts all around you. What do you all do as you're all awoken and you all hear this?
Oh my God, get up! Yeah, I would be screaming and saying, like, we need to run, we need to run, we need to run.
I'll grab my pack.
Where we need to go? What direction is it in?
Oh, God. I would try to see, is it standing in the way that we need to go? If I know which way west is? Having a rough idea of where we were
Make a
traveling?
very quick survival check to see if you can even get a sense of your bearings.
14.
14. You see that it is in the direction towards the deepest part of the wood that you are attempting to go.
I would immediately be like north, pointing north to be like, we need to run north, and being like, go that way, go that way, go that way.
I just disappear into the woods.
You all start screaming as you're all waking up. Bitsy just as you all hear the rustling, as suddenly around through the moonlight, you see what looks like moving through the underbrush. The size of hounds in our world, these huge centipedes, all with grasping, pallid, bony hands. As you hear the snapping of a branch, as suddenly you turn around, as you hear the as a massive boulder is flying from the direction of the beast towards your camp, as the ocelot and its horrific centipede minions attack. And that is where we'll end the session.
No.
Oh, shit. Oh my God, we're being assaulted by monkey trouble.
Yeah,
oh my God.
There's nothing we can do against the CR-75 monster.
We have to start next session like Attack on Titan.